Google Search Console Insights Beta is launching officially from Google. This is targeting content publishers specifically in order to achieve the maximum results on Google search. So I haven't been invited to this beta yet, and I'm going to send my scorn on Twitter later today and see if I can coerce Google to give me an invite. I have no power over them, but we'll see what happens. Anyways, this is a new tool that's blending Google Search Console and Google Analytics. Marketers for years have been using these two tools in concert in order to figure out what content is performing, and we look at different sorts of metrics in Google Analytics than we do inside of Google Search. Google Search is more about the keywords and the click-through rate, kind of like Google Ads. But with Google Analytics, we're measuring a lot more of what's happening on the page, what sort of actions are being clicked, and all these little micro conversions that lead to engagement and growth hacking your content higher on Google. This is going to be an interesting blending of the tools because it's going to allow content publishers to have a nifty little dashboard that's going to give them a breakdown of what's working. And that's the key to content, figuring out what's working and making sure that it works. The team at Zima Media has actually gone to war, and we're investing hundreds of thousands of dollars in content over the coming years in order to elevate ourselves on search. It's not that you need to spend that much to produce that sort of content, but in my industry, it's really competitive, so I really need to have some chops, I need to have some good hooks and some good jabs. So that's what we're doing here at Zima Media for ourselves, but for our clients, the content portfolio doesn't have to be as large, and you can be effectively just as good of a content marketer with a few pieces of content because they come in handy in every single aspect of your marketing, whether it's on your website, whether it's going to be used in sort of top of funnel branding and awareness, or if you're going to use that as part of your sales process. You have all these different entry points and they all lead back to your website. You need to have your content there in order to maximize your results on Google search and Google Ads and so on. And this new tool and this new insight dashboard is going to make it a lot easier and lower the bar for businesses to understand what their content is doing and make investments in content. We've been seeing tons of interest in branding and communication from some of our external partners that are seeing a lot of growth in that space. And content is one of the keys. Once you figure out your brand, writing the content is easy, and that's how you can become distinguished on search. You can start crushing it with the right piece of content, and don't waste your time trying to guess so much. Try to go really deep in what you're good at and what you're knowledgeable at, and then use that as the breadcrumbs to branch out into a larger content strategy. Less is more in this case because frequency does not help you, as we saw in previous algorithm updates where we had content sweatshops producing content that was meteoric at best. Creating meteoric content today still doesn't give you those sort of results. That's why you have to have very high EAT score, and you have to be an influencer in the sense that you're a thought leader. You put a lot of trust behind it. You get your content supported and excited by social signals and also external parties. There's a lot of things at play here to help you work on Google search, but ultimately if you have good content, then that content alone can rank alone. It's not a black box, and you don't have to do all of these things to get the content to work. If it's good, Google can figure it out. It just needs to find it, and you cannot have any sort of blocks on your website. If you don't have good content and you need a team that goes to battle every single day for their clients, then you should really check out some of our content and see what we're doing to get some good ideas. And spoiler alert, video is a big aspect of it, and you really need to integrate video in your strategy in 2020 more than ever. So if you have any questions about content and how to integrate content, or if you're curious about this new tool, drop me a comment here below and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. Now, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Every day I'm publishing videos on growth hacking, digital marketing, how to be a successful entrepreneur. I really want to enable you to become a decision maker in your own business in the future of work. So if you want to come along with me on this journey, hit subscribe, hit notifications, and I'll talk to you real soon.